So with it being $220,000, if you divide it by two because it's a duplex, it comes out to 110 per square
Sure.
foot. So I like to look at that because that's like also saying if you were to go down the road and buy uh, a 2 bedroom, 1 bath house in Forest Acres, could you get it for 210? Or could you get it for 110? No,
No, not a
right? You,
chance.
you couldn't. So that's the value of buying a duplex. Total square feet 1,656. The price per square foot's 133. So when you're looking at that, and this is the average square foot, means per side it's about 820, 828 a
Yeah,
side.
that's about correct.
So property taxes being 4,000. That's right here taxable amount.
Sure.
Last year in 2021 we have record that it was right at $4,000. So that's where that came from. Price per square foot.
You
This
think it'd
is
be higher than that? You think it'd be like 4.2?
well when you sell it, it probably will go up a little bit. Or when he sells it and you buy it, I learned you have a year of the same tax, and then it's reassessed, and it'll probably go up because it's a new assessed value now.
Right.
But he's had it for so long, it could be going off old tax records. As far as we know, we don't know, but that's okay. It's still a safe number. I mean,
Okay.
that's higher than anything else.
Sure.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Uh, Price per square foot. That's a normal metric used to compare, and you can see 133. Well, it's that's about in line with the good ones that we
Yeah.
looked at. So going on down here, so this is rent comp analysis. So to try to see what it's renting for in the area, I was gonna try to get some comps. I haven't done any of that for anybody yet, but
I kind of did that myself, and it looked like between exactly what we talked about, between 1,000 and 1,600.
okay.
Pretty good spread.
Well, what I like to do when I find those is screenshot them and put them into a Word document and save that for renters or the bank or whatever to prove what you're talking about. So I have rent on rent side A is 800. That's your side, and then B is 1,200.
Sure.
And if it's a quad, that's where I put those numbers. But total rent adds all that up. Your loan payment. So the way I figured this is, you ever heard of an amortization chart?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
All right, so I have
The loan payment was for the mortgage.
yeah.
It was only 1,300.
Well, hold on. There's many ways to run this. There's many ways to run the numbers, but a loan amortization schedule. This is an amortization schedule. So what you do is when you make the first payment, you cross it off like this, or however you want to do it. No, but some people just print it out. What that's saying is after the first payment, you paid a lot of interest, a little bit of principal, and your new balance rolls over to the next year or the next month.
The interest sucks.
Well, it's heavy up front, but as it goes on, 30 years, you're paying
Sure.
less interest and you're paying more principal.
Yeah.
That's why when you want to make an extra payment on the loan, it is basically deleting this and deleting
Yeah.
that, so you're not paying the interest on that. Like you're putting it toward principal. You're getting rid of those
That makes sense.
bottom
Yeah, of
numbers.
course.
But if you decide to pay off your loan early, the banks are okay with that because they've got a lot of interest
Yeah.
up front.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's wired that way. But also, if you
Well, that makes sense too, just numbers wise.
uh,
That makes sense.
1 year in, if you ever wonder how much you need to just pay it off, your number's right there,
Yeah.
the balance. So this right here, loan amount. So let's go back over here. With this scenario, and why don't you write down in your little notes here, scenario one. Scenario one would be what we got here, which is, what we're going to try to go after, I guess, which is, let's just assume he wants 220, you're going to give him 220 and not really negotiate that much
Sure.
at this point. And remember, there's always negotiations after you're under contract. The goal is to get under contract, and then you have due diligence to go look at the air conditioners, evaluate the roof, get in the attic, get under the house,
Well, like for example,
and you can negotiate based on what you find.
the roof leaked on Olivia like last year, for example. You know what I mean? So that's something I'd bring up to him and be like,
But but the goal is to get it under contract,
Yeah.
so he doesn't go find somebody else.
sure. Well, I got confirmation from my parents today. He said we've got it. I don't know if it's. I mean, it's not. We don't have a contract yet, but you know,
Right.
we've known him for 50 years, and
Good.
he said, okay, like I won't be talking to anybody else. You guys
Well,
are
good.
going to be doing business with.
All right. So the loan amount right here is the balance of those two, right?
Mhm.
So we got 198. So 198. And I use 7% on all my numbers, but when I was talking to the bank today on that one we got under contract, he was like, yeah, it's 8.25. I'm like, oh, crap. So 8.25
Jeez,
interest. But you could, this is best case scenario,
Right.
get 30-year loan.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at $1,400 a month.
Okay.
So write that down.
Yeah.
That would be, and I could screenshot this too for you, but
1487. And that's with, so it's with 8.2% interest.
8.25. And that's starting high with that number.
That is, but that's okay.
Well,
let's start
it's better
high.
to run the numbers
Yeah,
high.
I agree.
And then the way you do it is you can get it under contract with these numbers, but then before you close, go get 2 other quotes from 2 other banks so that you know you're getting a good price. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Shop the bank
yeah,
just
of
like
course.
you shop insurance. But,
Sure.
So 1487. So
Well,
I put
that's super doable.
see that right there? See that number? I put that monthly payment into this right here. Monthly payment. All right. So let's just keep going with that. So the second scenario would be
But then I also have to pay taxes. Right?
well, yeah. So if we have these numbers, let's see what it comes out. It comes to cash flow at $80 a month,
But sure.
and that's with you cutting the grass,
Yeah.
with you managing the other tenant. That means if it
Yeah.
goes empty, the guy leaves out. You got to put somebody in it.
Mm-hmm.
Taxes, that's that $4,000 divided by 12. Okay, you with me?
Yeah.
You don't pay that each month, so it'll look like it's $300 or $410.
But it's not.
But once the tax bill comes in, you got to fork up $4,000.
Yeah.
So you got to squirrel that away. And then insurance, it might be a little higher than that, but I just pulled it out of my tail based on the condos we've got.
I can run it
$50,
tomorrow
$50
and let you know.
yeah. So anyway, that's what you got. Now, what we ought to do is go look at.
Wait, would I need homeowners or would I need a rental dwelling property for the next door? Like,
Yeah, that's what you got to figure out. That's the.
okay, I'll ask Craig.
It's the policy we got for these townhomes. Well, he actually texted it to me. I'll show it to you later. But not get distracted and come back. Let's just stay on this.
Okay.
So we have insurance. So make a note of that. You got to figure out insurance. And it's okay to start getting quotes.
RDP? Question mark?
So looking for comps, we're going to look for 2 bedrooms. There's how many bedrooms? There's 4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one comp let's see, the last year, this one sold for 180.
That's right there too.
Yep. So they'll use that. So that's a good indicator. So
What's the square foot?
1425. Let's go look
There's
at
a
it.
lot smaller square. No, it's bigger, more square footage.
Let's go look at it. So 1425.
I
1425.
think I know which one that is.
Colin Kelly Drive.
What was it called, Kelly? I actually don't know which one that one is.
So we'll take a picture of that. And we're going to put it on this document I started for you.
Thanks.
All right, so that's one comp. And you can see it's already it sold for 180. Now it's
Yeah.
worth about 191.
I'm probably buying to the worst market ever too.
Well, we're
Yes.
gotta buy.
You gotta buy a house. Yep.
So let's increase the radius here to a mile. Let's go back to 3/4 of a mile first. So we have another one at
That was pretty recent.
5132 Gladden. All right, so stop it.
1532.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, maybe not.
Is that what it said? I thought it was. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
1532 Gladden. 250. Oh shoot, what did I do? All right. Oh, I remember that one. I looked at that.
That looks awful.
No, it's big.
Oh, it's big.
It's big.
Oh, okay.
It needed a lot of work though.
I see that.
Not terrible though. It's doable. I remember looking at that. It's ugly,
Yeah, it's really ugly.
but it's a lot bigger. So the price per square foot was sold at it was sold for 250. So let's just
It's the same
screenshot.
price per square foot, or a little bit more, but
That's another comp, and that's a comp because it's a 2-bedroom, 2 baths. I thought it was a duplex though. Alright, so the other one was,
and then it's,
no, see right here? It's a 4, so that's a duplex.
okay.
So when you compare it, I mean, it was 115 a square foot. What was your property a square foot?
133.
Was it 133?
Mm-hmm.
So you might be a little high.
Damn.
But let's just keep going because we don't really know. This is part of doing the numbers.
My 220 might be high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
potentially.
This is great.
Potentially, yeah.
Great.
So this one is 4.3. A lot more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little further away.
It's also under Bay Street, and
So you're
you get
outside
nice-
the neighborhood. Yeah, exactly. Let's see how far away that is.
Yeah, I know exactly what neighborhood this is. It's
Melrose
really nice.
Heights.
It's really nice.
You can't compare where you are to Melrose Heights.
No,
So, you can't really use.
1.17 million. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah. So let's don't use those,
Okay.
but that's a start. What about other ones for sale? So you've got a 4.2 Magnolia, and where's that in relationship to where you are? Where's your house?
Right here.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, again,
And that's an 8.4. Dang.
you might want to look at that one, buddy.
Schoolhouse. Oh, I went there. That's a
Oh yeah.
that's a wreck. It's like, it's insane. It's a long apartment complex. So let's look at this one though, because
I'd love
that's
to
a
insure that, though.
209. It's a little smaller. See that? The
Mhm.
price per square foot's higher. So
I also
three.
have it's the lot next to me too.
What are you talking about?
My house. So
It's got a lot next to it.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
It's got a lot next to it, buddy.
That's attached.
Yeah.
An empty lot.
Empty lot. So I'm not allowed to build on. I'm not allowed to build a house on it because
Why?
because it's too small of a lot. So he could have built another house on it in the past, but then Forest Acres was like, no, we decided this is too small. But there's like, if you go,
Hold on. Yeah, 1 second. 3011.
it's all woods.
That's great though.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
All right,
Like
so
I could
this is-
buy, I could do a music studio next door.
Oh, it's
It'd be kinda
sold.
cool.
So this one just recently sold.
It's 2 bed, 1 bath though.
No, well, it's a duplex, I think,
Oh, okay.
according to it. According to this,
Let's see, $100.
3011 Magnolia Street. It's a duplex, 1400. Yeah, they just got it listed wrong. So 209. See, this is a little bit out of date. That's okay though. All right, so let's go.
That's last month.
Let's see if we can find out rent comps. So, what's the address again that your house?
3205. Colin Kelly. COLIN. So all of that is
Oh yeah. Let's go to Richland. Richland County tax map. 3205 Colin Kelly Drive. All right. So where's the woods?
this guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And there's a street there. Oh.
Down the corner.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I would be allowed to. I would not be allowed to put a house there and have people live in it. Wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Are you sure about that?
That's what Alan told me.
They're doing it.
I know.
They got grandfathered in, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's zoned R1, residential. It's not zoned multifamily. Those are some deep lots.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
That's the old mall.
Okay. So, good information. So see, it was taxable when it was at 137. That's what the taxes are based off of.
Jeez.
So when it goes up to sell at 220, they'll go up.
Quite tremendously.
I think so. And see how he has it in an LLC. This is something else you're going to need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go and fill out it on the Secretary of State's website and fill out an LLC. Once you put that as an action item. See right here, you go to Secretary of State LLC. Because you want to have it in your LLC name so you're protected. It'll cost like $130.
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State LLC.
Just create.
You go, yep. So you go. See right here, it'll look like this. Normally, you would call it, like an easy way to do it is just call the address like he did, the address name. So 3205 Colin Kelly. A lot of people do their real estate that way. 3205 Colin Kelly. that's his LLC.
Yeah.
But you can come up with whatever name you want.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't do Colin Kelly
You could do-
LLC instead of Colin Kelly Drive LLC.
You could do Andrew's Properties if you, for whatever you want. You know. Um,
Is that taken?
Andrew Property. It's available.
Sweet.
But you could call it
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
else. But
What's the website?
businessfilings.sc.gov. So to create an LLC, you want to go to downloadable paper forms and start a business. Yeah, see, it's going to cost you about, when you're finished with it, it's about $130 total.
Okay.
So you go to start a new business.
Man, I'm supposed to go this weekend to see my cousins, and I was going to do an amends to one of my cousins, but I also have an opportunity to make $150 this weekend.
Nice.
So I don't know what to do.
Oh, you gonna be singing or something?
Yeah,
Well,
dude. I had a $600 commission opportunity blow right by me. I was so mad. Or I wasn't mad. I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
well, you could do the amends over the phone.
Yeah, I could.
Why don't you try that? We can work on that too.
I think okay, yeah.
What?
I can't remember what I told her. I think I just said, like, it'd be cool if I could talk to you about, the next time we see her, it'd be cool if I could, mind if we talk.
Well, you could call her up though and say, "Hey, I have an opportunity. I can't miss. You got a minute?" And just talk to her. Just tell her. It'd probably be better if you did it not in person anyway.
Yeah.
So you could get off the phone if something happens. So I'm trying to find rental comps here. So you click for rent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Ooh, it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
It's really a 2-bedroom, 1-bath that you're renting.
Yeah.
Apply. It's a house. It's not an apartment. It's not a townhouse. Although you could look at rents from those. Let's look at those and see what happens. Price. Well, we know it's going to be more than 6, but less than 1,200, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is showing. Just stay right here. This is showing 3 rentals right here.
For 1,000. Yeah.
Pretty good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to screenshot this. And these are within. So what it does is it shows. Let me just paste this. It shows that these are right down the road. You see,
Yeah.
$950, $995.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that one? Looks like it's in the street. And 1,100.
Oh, that one's right here, actually. That's the one right across the street from me.
Okay.
Well, actually, it might be this. Regardless, I know that one is right across the street from me. It's one of these two.
Cool. So let's back it up a little bit. Nope, nothing more. Another one popped up, $950 across the street. That's cool. Vinyl plank floors. That's nothing. Well, that's LVP they call it. Okay, let's stay in this little neighborhood. Got 1200 up here. Where'd he go? There he is. It's good to know, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not too far from you.
Well, so we know we can at least get 1,000 for it, which is good. Yeah.
You take that off. Got a 1200, but that's really in Heathwood. Where's that? That one, Heathwood, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice looking.
Yeah, it's a little far.
It's 1,000 square feet too.
1200, 875. That's an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
1100. That's a 3-1. So anyway, now you got comps for renting. So
I'm surprised that the renting has not gone up tremendously around there.
So you got a calculator?
Yeah.
Let's do 1195 plus 950 plus 950 plus 995 plus 1100 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5.
I must have fucked up. Hold on. 950 plus 950 plus 1,000 plus 1,100 plus 995. Yeah, so right at 1,000. We don't have to even divide it by 5.
Okay, so 1,000, yeah. So you're right on with rent. All right, so...
Well, we calculated for 12, so I don't know if I can get...
Well,
12. It just means I would have to put more into it.
You're going to be paying... Yeah, you're going to have to go up on yourself.
Yeah.
In theory, you know.
I don't know if I can do that.
The deal works. You know what I mean?
I just have to...
You just got to make sure you got somebody else paying at least...
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need to find someone immediately.
Don't you have somebody in there already?
Yeah, but she's moving out at the end of January. That's the whole...
Okay.
That's why he's selling.
Yeah. But you might need to paint it. You might need to clean it up real well. You know, dust everything, wipe the walls down, clean the floors.
Yeah, we'll have to do all that.
Yeah. And then once you get it ready, take a bunch of good photos and post it. So with this LLC, and we can kind of wrap it up here in a few minutes, but with this LLC thing, you know, you want to go here, okay? And let me back up. So you say you want to start a business. And you pick a name. So let's just... See right here it says add new entity. You can play around with the names until you find one that you like right here to see that if it's taken or not.
Okay.
Then you go to add new entity. And it's going to want you to log in, create a... You don't have a login, so just register, create you a simple login. And choose the business type of the forms that you want. So you want to pick limited liability company. Even though it's a partnership with your parents, it's still a LLC. Okay. Don't do a partnership. Just the simplest one for taxes is LLC. You can see here you're going to need these articles of organization for the loan. That they want to see how it's organized. And so, is the organization in South Carolina? I say yes, but you start and you just fill it out. And I can help you if you want, but you got to fill it out to continue, I think. Yeah.
That's fine.
So, and there's a part where it'll say, like, who's the agent. You want to be the agent because you're the lead on this and you're the contact person. Your parents are just kind of like silent investors.
Yeah.
And because the agents they're the name that shows up when you're looking, when you're looking for the person. They're the name that pops up on this website. Make sense?
Yes.
You don't want your parents to be hunted down by people wanting to buy this thing.
Right.
You want them to find you.
That makes sense.
So what else we need to run on this scenario?
So look, I mean,
So
net cash
you
flow
probably
80.
want to know.
So really, I could pay myself $920 and get away with it. Is what you're saying? Oh no, because the taxes are going to go up too.
Well, all these are kind of like moving numbers that you got to work on. Like you got to figure out what the insurance is going to be. Is it $100 a month?
It's probably going to be.
It
just depends. It just depends.
You got to run it. That's,
I got to run it.
But
I could run it right now.
well, not right now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no. I got to get in bed soon. I know, but that's.
I should have just ran.
I can share this. So the other thing that you need to know is how to fill out an offer and make an offer. So you'll want to. I'll have to send you this. I'll close out a bunch of crap. I thought I saved it to the contract. Real estate purchase form. Yeah, there it is. So this is the actual document that you fill out to make an offer to him.
You can send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I would just print it out, and you have to just walk through it. I could walk you through it later, but
when I give him this
is the offer.
When I give him this, you want to put down 220?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that can that won't bind me to paying 220.
Nope.
Okay.
You have some room for negotiation. If you check the box that you have room for negotiation.
Do it to. Oh, yeah. I need to figure out how I just need to book myself more. I need to be making more money to do this, Matt. Maybe I can talk to Craig about getting a raise.
All right, so we did that, and I'm going to send you my little. Oh, you probably want this loan amortization chart. Loan am chart. We're wrapping it up.
Sorry, Megan.
All right, and then what email do you want me to send it to?
Akeers 1996.
Yeah. And I'll send you.
When do you update your spreadsheet? Just at the end of every month? Your net worth, essentially, spreadsheet?
No, about every 2 or 3 days.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was getting real squirrely, like...
Yeah, this is
I was getting real squirrely. Because I just want to do it so bad.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
well, I need to show you. You're only doing one tab of what I sent you, I think.
I know. Well, yeah. I'm doing one part of one tab. Now I need to add my duplex as a liability.
And an asset.
Yeah, it is.
There it is. So I sent you this with all this crap in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you can just look at this and compare it to the other deals that we were looking at. But I didn't want to delete all those out because they're valuable for you looking at the numbers, making sure you got the numbers in there right. But I sent it to you because you want to be able to tweak your numbers and ultimately see what that net cash flow comes out to be. Is it positive or negative?
If it's negative, I need to find out.
Well, you need to lower the price, get a better loan, or lower the insurance. Follow me? There's so many moving pieces. You got to have a spreadsheet.
I mean, even if it's costing me money, it's still right now. It's still a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's costing you money because you got to pay rent anyways.
Sure. No. Even if this net cash flow is negative.
So if you really wanted to look at it, you know, take your rent out of it, right? And so it's costing you $720 a month to live in a place and build wealth, you know?
Yeah, which is great.
With a lot next to it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, fair enough.
You got to pay rent anyway.
Yeah.
So
even if that number is 1,100, it's still probably
Right.
it's like still worth it because
Right.
I have to pay rent anyway. I would be spending $1,000 anywhere else around me for rent, and now I'm actually building equity in a house.
Right.
Yeah. I just need to start making more money.
Well, instantly when you buy the house, you put $20,000 down. Instantly, you're gonna be able to put you're gonna put the house,
Yeah.
what you paid for it,
Uh-huh.
and the market value, and then how much you owe on it.
Uh-huh.
So, the net worth is what it's worth minus
Sure.
what you owe on it. And so you're gonna, if it's worth more than 220, like if we got what the comps say, around the neighborhood, if they're 240, just by instantly putting $20,000 down,
Well, duh.
you're going to increase your net worth by 20,000 because
Well, I'm not. I'm just moving.
you're moving it. That's right. You're just moving it. But on a profit and loss, on a balance sheet, you've got it as an asset.
Sure.
You've got the real estate and then what you owe.
Yeah.
So as long as this is larger than that, you're moving in the right direction.
Okay.
It's going to make the net worth larger because you're not going to spend that 20,000. It's going to stay there and grow.
Yeah.
Then it'll grow every month when you pay down the debt. So what's cool to look at is when you see this PRG dashboard, when you look at the real estate debt repayment plan, it wasn't too long ago, in 2022, we owed $232,000 on it. And today it's $198. So this goes down, income goes up. See, I was making total take home pay, or total income was $10,000. We had a lot here recently,
Right.
So
How did that happen?
well, this was a $53,000 was from a settlement, car wreck settlement that she had.
Jeez.
But still my income went up from 10,000 to 14,000 from selling more stuff. So
Yeah, but how do I do that? Dude, my total income is like $2,000 a month. It's nothing.
well, got a few years on you,
Yeah.
but you got to have, you know, I don't know, you got to keep working at it.
Yeah.
But what's cool is when you keep adding to the debt in the way that, like, we added these condos, and that's going down.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? That also means we've got income coming in from the condos. You know,
That's
like I was able
true.
to add rental income from condos. You see,
Mm-hmm.
so that contributed to my income. It wasn't all sales; it was actually rental income.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal is for all these to add up to $200,000 a year. That's my goal. I want to make $200,000 a year. And if you go from November to November, I've actually been wanting to do this. Oh shit, 204.
Sweet.
Boom. Wow. That's amazing. Because I've been
I can hear you.
because I've been writing on my goals I want to make 200,000 a year. So anyway,
Nice one, dude.
yeah, it actually was with my ideal, the ideal column. It was 200. There's been a
Yeah,
goal
there
for
it is.
200,000. That's pretty cool. So that's fun stuff. What you'll also be able to do too is you'll be able to
You have
add.
Megan's income here too?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay. Just curious.
But I have her
Assets.
cash in the checking account and assets listed under assets.
Gotcha.
So
it amounts to the same thing.
So, Mega World
Yeah.
Weddings. So the cash in the account goes up and down, right?
Yeah.
But as she sells things and we make money there, then we move it to
Yeah.
IRAs or real estate.
Mhm.
So it
Actually,
moves
it's
from
smooth.
savings to asset accumulation.
Sure.
This is the goal.
Yeah.
Is to make this. This is my favorite view here. Watch this, unhide. So if you go to shrink this a little bit,
How much have you put in your IRA so far?
but check it out. So I started with a few assets accumulation. Look how it's
Yeah,
growing. Isn't that fun?
So. Oh, I've got this. I haven't even touched your stuff. It'd be cool. You don't care. You don't mind if I scrutinize your entire life, do you?
No. I mean, but I want you to use this as a model.
Yeah.
For laying it out. You got different categories. You got cash in the banks. You got IRAs that listed somewhere. College funds, and you got life insurance under category. So you need to fill this out for yourself because the bank's going to want to see this before you close on the deal, before you get the loan. So you're going to make the offer, and you're going to have to go to the bank within 5 days and get that application started. So you got to do this anyway.
Yeah.
And anything more than $500, I would say listed as an asset.
Okay.
Piano, golf cart.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my guitars, my music equipment, my TV. My TV might not be worth $500.
But so to answer your question on a daily basis, this is what I'm filling out is the spending plan. So I haven't done 5 days worth. Been a little slack. This weekend we were looking for real estate instead of.
Oh, I'm doing everything on paper, dude.
Yes, both. This is the spending journal. This is the spending plan.
Oh, okay.
So you do it here first,
And then put it
and then I put it in here. So.
Oh, great.
And
So
and as I do it, I shade it off. So what I always do, like when I start if I'm a couple days behind, I go to my bank account, pull it up, I write down on each page. So I write down on Tuesday what I spent on Tuesday, and then I turn the page, and Monday, I write down Monday, then Sunday. So every day has the expenses for that day, right? And then once the computers, I got all these expenses out of I close the computer and I open up this. Okay, I mean I don't close the computer. I close the bank account, right? And I open up this, and so then I will start at Tuesday, and I will fill in everything. So
I was doing this on a piece of paper, which sucked. Okay.
Yeah, because it adds it up by week. Let's go to the end of this month. So this was every month. This was November. This was October. This is all of last year. Okay, but every week adds up to the weekly total, and every month all adds up this monthly total.
Yep.
And then you got your basic categories up here. So you got all the sources that you can make money, taxes, But these, at the end of the month, when I got my December totals, I then pull up this tab, and I fill in my December total based on everything from this snapshot and this.
The thing you sent me has all of these tabs?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's great. That's great.
Well, you started and then you played around with it to kind of get going on it. Yeah. But this is the reason why it's called a PRG dashboard is it's supposed to be a monthly view. So once a month I fill this out, right? Because I don't have any numbers up until the end. Normally on like the second or the third day of the next month I go and I update this number. But this number, the net worth, I normally am updating daily or every other day or whenever I do my numbers, I go in and I check the balances of the accounts, I check what my IRAs are worth, and update my real estate numbers, and that gives me that number. Because to me, that's the most important number that I write right here, net worth.
How long does this take you a day? Like 10 minutes?
About 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
When you get to where you got enough money that you're not, you don't have to do it every day.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I was calculating it every day by going into my Edward Jones and then going into my student loan debt. What I needed to do.
Those don't have to be looked at every day.
I know. Yeah. What I need to do.
I like to look at them a lot of times, about every 4 or 5 days for sure. But the only thing that you really need to look at every day is the checking account. That's why that's the first number, the personal checking account. Where you go and spend it out to eat and go spend, all your subscriptions are tied to it. That is what I would say look at every day to get going. Right? But
okay,
that's probably a good stopping point right there.
Yeah, great. Thank you for showing me that.
Yeah, and I want to show you this one last thing, not for an attaboy, but just because this is kind of exciting to me is this right here. This is called net worth over time.
Yeah, cool.
Have I shown you this?
No.
So
nice fun trend line.
This was when I got sober.
Nice.
1 year after, because I got sober March 1st, 2018.
300 you said in the hole?
March 1st, 2018. Exactly 1 year over from when I got sober, I decided to work on my money. And that was March 1st, 2019. So then I decided in April, hey, it would be a good idea to track this. And so...
How'd you jump? What was the jump? You know what that was?
Each time, well, I can figure it out. But...
Whoa.
Each one of these is a day.
Yeah, sure. Jesus, man.
Each one of these is a day. So see how it's negative 330?
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
And then it jumped up 58,000. This was... so I surrendered some debt that was some solar debt for Warren Solar's failure. And that's why it jumped up.
You surrendered it. What does that mean?
Like, I can't pay it. I'm not gonna pay it. Like
Oh.
there was some debt that I had to walk away from because it was too much.
How do you do
It,
that?
it, it was a
You declare
business. It was
bankruptcy?
business debt. No, it was business debt. It wasn't
Sold
personal
the
debt.
business?
No, I just closed the business, and so I can't pay that.
You can do that?
Yeah, it might hurt your credit sometime,
Okay.
but
Okay.
that was a bank debt that was bad. That was the big. It was $180,000 line of credit, and they negotiated and said if you pay 60 today, we will wipe it clear. Well, I didn't have 60. I didn't have anything, and so they put a lien on the house for 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had to say, oh, it's in my name. It's not in her
Oh.
name.
So you just have a lien. You had a. You
I
just
have a
have
lien. I have a
on the house.
lien on the
Yeah.
house,
Okay.
and at the end of 10 years, it goes away.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, I couldn't
Yeah.
pay it. I couldn't pay it.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's not the end of the world either.
it's not.
Clearly,
It
you're
messed
still
up my
here.
credit, but anyway,
Okay, whatever.
that we're able to buy them in her name. You know,
Sure.
it's best that we do it in her name anyway, just so that they don't.
It's crazy, dude.
So, yeah, so you see it. I went and got a steady job that was paying about 60 to 70,000 a year, and then I started going into sales, making commissions, and really started watching my numbers. And isn't it fun?
Yeah, so it's definitely a different line here than here.
Right.
You see that?
That's the fun part.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you look
This
at that.
is when I was.
look at this.
This is within 2 years of being sober.
Yeah.
3 years, and then
You won't.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a nice one.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, that was when I was total comfort making a. Yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
that is a trend line and a calculation of this number, that net worth number. To me, that's when you say you're a millionaire, that's the number, right? So I tracked that over here. See, the last time I updated it was the end of the year, so I'm about 10 days behind, but I'll just add a number, or add a row, move it down, put my.
Yeah, I'm starting
Yeah,
to learn
7,
Excel now
2.
too, just from,
Yeah.
which is nice. So
And
thanks.
then there's a little formula here that says, that minus that.
Right.
So I just drag this up, whatever that is. And then I go find this, click, it
How's
highlights,
the difference between one
highlights
day and the next
that,
thousands of dollars?
and I go up like this, and go up like this. And now it captured that thing, because,
Investments?
yeah,
Up and down?
the stock market goes up and down.
Yeah, okay.
Zillow goes up and down.
Sure.
You get a bonus.
Sure.
You spend a lot on insurance one day and it goes down, I mean,
Yeah.
what I try to do is if it's a major thing, I try to put in there
A statement.
a little note,
Yeah.
so that one day I'm like, what in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are like, what happened there,
Yeah.
I like to be able to go back
Yeah.
and say, I don't know, let me go check, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Here,
Is that John Bronte, JB?
yeah, said no to using the value. I was using, this is a random thought, but I was using 345,000 because Richland tax map had that as the value of our house.
Yeah.
But I changed it to what Zillow said, which is 370. And,
Oh, so you
and it was
wanted
actually
that.
380.
Okay.
And I use Zillow from now on because that's actually more accurate than the tax map.
Sure.
Because JB said, don't use that value.
Okay.
But that's the kind of thing, like as you're working on your numbers, you kind of hone in on what to use to you know, and now I'm constantly trying to find stuff to add to this asset column right here. Like we added a couple random things. Like we got a couch in there. That's a $2,000 couch, you know.
Sure.
So I'm finding stuff to put in here. You
also,
know?
like, I mean, even when you buy something, now it's no longer. I mean, it's not cash. You just move your.
But when you're going to buy something, it makes you think a minute. Is this going to go in my asset column or my liability column? You know. So it helps you kind of check. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it
yes.
It makes you think a little bit about what am I buying.
Well, I'm not even there. You know, I buy so little, and because I make so little. But I'll get there.
It's progress.
Yeah. I mean,
here, take this too. This is cool. I'm not calling you a debtor. I'm just saying that there's good money.
Sure. Yeah.
There's money tips and techniques in there that will.
Thanks.
I think help you earn more too.
Okay.
And I got my highlighter there too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's good.
You know, it's funny. Your sister said, I don't know how Matthews or how my brother can sponsor anyone. You're a fucking sick sponsor, dude. You know, I think she was poking fun at you a little bit. Well, she's crazy. from what I've heard. Katie told me some interesting stories about. She's kind of chaotic. You know.
I'm glad you came over, dude.
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
it's good stuff.
Thanks.
Keep plugging away. So I sent you those things. Yeah, turn that way. I would, when you get ready to write up that offer, read over it. It's good for you to just kind of read over it and see what it says. But I can walk you through it. And your parents might like to. I would show them everything I sent you.
Do you think it would be?
Let them help you write the offer up.
So I've got 24,000 in my.
You don't need to drop it all into.
What do you think? Like, do you think I can go on half and half with my parents?
I would say, hey, this is all I got. I need a prudent reserve. What if I put up half of the down payment, and you put up half as partner, and we go 50-50 in on it?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So.
And then I can slowly buy them out. Slowly buy out.
Well, don't say that part yet.
Oh, okay.
But just say, I'll do the management. I'll cut the grass. I'll fix the leaks. You'll just be a silent partner, but we'll be 50-50 partner. But I need you to co-sign on it for me.
They're already down for that.
And you put the down payment down. Or you could say, like what I did with my partner, and say, you put all the down payment down, the $20,000, and I take out a small loan from you for the $20,000 and pay you back.
Sure. Periodically.
Every month or something.
Yeah.
You can run the numbers in that amortization chart.
My net positive, I could just say, I could just give to my parents every month.
But one of the things in there that says terms is, 5 years, 10 years, how many terms. So you can play around the numbers and say, I'll pay you back over 5 years the $20,000. So then you'd be, or finance 10,000 of it from them. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
But I would not drain all your savings to zero.
Okay.
In fact, you probably need to keep the $20,000.
Yeah. I know.
And borrow, but that's a detail I think you can work out in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I think I will be able to. I need to talk to them.
But yeah, man.
Thanks.
Pray it up.
I will.
All right, man. See you.